What if I told you that right now, at this very moment, your body may be missing one tiny but incredibly important reflex? A reflex so important that without it, a single ordinary step, a quick turn in the hallway, or even standing up from your favorite chair could send you crashing to the floor. And here's the frightening part. Most falls don't happen while climbing ladders or doing something risky. They happen during completely normal activities. Walking to the bathroom, reaching for the television remote, carrying a cup of coffee from the kitchen. One moment everything feels normal. The next, you're on the ground wondering what happened. Now, I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you because most people over 70 have no idea this reflex even exists until it starts disappearing. By then, many have already experienced a fall, a frightening near fall, or that sudden loss of confidence that makes them hesitate before every step. I recently spoke with a gentleman in his late 70s who told me something I'll never forget. He said, "Doctor, I don't fear getting older. I fear falling." Not because of the bruise or the embarrassment, but because he knew one bad fall could take away the independence he had spent a lifetime building. The good news is that this hidden reflex can often be retrained. And here's what makes that so remarkable. The exercise that helps strengthen it takes less than 2 minutes a day. 2 minutes. Yet the vast majority of people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s never do it. So if you've ever felt unsteady while walking, worried about losing your balance, grabbed a wall for support, or found yourself avoiding certain activities because you're afraid of falling, then stay with me. This video could genuinely change the way you move and the confidence you feel every day. Today, we're going to cover 6 of the most effective balance exercises older adults can do to reduce fall risk, improve stability, and help restore confidence. I'll explain why these exercises work, why most people never hear about them, and exactly how to do each one safely in your own home. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss future senior health tips designed specifically for you. And I'd love to hear from you. If you're watching and committed to improving your balance, type the number 1 in the comments below. If you've experienced a fall or a close call in the past year, let me know as well. I read every comment, and your experiences help shape future videos. Before we get to the exercises, there is something every older adult needs to understand. Most people think falls happen because they are getting weaker. Others blame aging itself. But the truth is often much more surprising. Many falls begin in the brain long before they happen in the legs. Every second you're standing, walking, or turning around, your brain is receiving thousands of tiny signals from your eyes, your inner ears, your muscles, and your joints. These signals tell your body exactly where it is in space and help you make constant adjustments to stay upright. When you're younger, this system works almost automatically. You step on an uneven surface, trip slightly, or lose your balance for a split second, and your body instantly corrects itself without you even noticing. But as we age, these signals can become slower and less accurate. The muscles that help stabilize us may weaken. Reaction times may slow. The connection between the brain and body becomes less efficient. That's why many older adults suddenly find themselves grabbing furniture, holding onto walls, or feeling unsteady when turning around quickly. The good news is that balance is not something you simply lose forever. In many cases, balance can be retrained. Research has shown that specific exercises can help strengthen the communication between your brain, muscles, and nervous system. In other words, you're not just exercising your legs. You're teaching your body how to react faster and more effectively when a loss of balance occurs. And that's exactly what today's exercises are designed to do. Some of them may look incredibly simple at first. In fact, the first exercise is so easy that many people underestimate it. But don't let its simplicity fool you. It targets one of the most important balance systems in the entire body and can become a powerful tool for reducing fall risk over time. Let's start with exercise number 1. Exercise number 1 is called the sit to stand, sometimes referred to as the chair squat. And while it may sound almost too simple to make a difference, don't underestimate it. This single movement trains some of the most important muscles responsible for keeping you independent and reducing your risk of falling. Think about how many times each day you stand up from a chair. You do it when getting out of bed, leaving the dinner table, using the bathroom, answering the door, or getting up from the couch. For most people, it's such a routine movement that they barely think about it. But here's the problem. As we age, the muscles in our legs naturally become weaker if they aren't challenged regularly. When those muscles weaken, everyday activities become harder. Standing up takes more effort. Walking feels less stable. Climbing stairs becomes more difficult. And perhaps most importantly, recovering from a loss of balance becomes much harder. That's why the sit-to-stand exercise is so powerful. It strengthens the muscles in your thighs, hips, and core, while teaching your body to move more efficiently during one of the most common movements of daily life. To perform this exercise, sit near the front edge of a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Lean your chest slightly forward, then push through your heels as you stand up. Once you're fully upright, slowly lower yourself back down with control. The key is not speed. The goal is smooth, controlled movement. Aim for 5 to 10 repetitions and perform the exercise once or twice each day. And remember, safety always comes first. Use a chair that won't slide and keep a wall, countertop, or sturdy surface nearby if you need extra support. If standing all the way up feels too challenging right now, that's perfectly okay. Simply practice rising as much as you can and lowering yourself slowly. What matters isn't perfection. What matters is consistency. Because over time, these small daily movements can build the strength and confidence that help keep you on your feet and living independently. And the next exercise targets something just as important: your body's ability to stay balanced even when the ground beneath you feels unsteady. Exercise number 2 may look even simpler than the first one, but don't let that fool you. In fact, this is one of the most effective exercises for improving balance and reducing the risk of falls as you age. It's called the single leg stand. Now, think about something most people never realize. Every time you take a step while walking, there is a brief moment when you're actually balancing on just one leg. That's right. Walking is essentially a controlled series of single leg stands. The stronger and steadier you are in that position, the more confident and stable your walking becomes. The problem is that many of the small muscles responsible for balance begin to weaken with age. These muscles around the ankles, feet, hips, and lower legs act like your body's built-in stabilizers. When they're strong, they make tiny adjustments to keep you upright. But when they weaken, even a small uneven surface, a loose rug, or a sudden turn can throw you off balance. That's why the single leg stand is so valuable. It trains these important stabilizing muscles while improving the communication between your brain and body. Over time, this can help you react more quickly when your balance is challenged, reducing your chances of falling. To perform this exercise, stand next to a sturdy chair, countertop, or wall. Hold on to the support if needed. Slowly lift one foot a few inches off the floor while balancing on the other leg. Try to maintain a steady posture without leaning excessively. Hold the position for about 10 seconds, then switch to the other leg. Repeat this exercise 5 times on each side, once or twice daily. As your balance improves, challenge yourself by gradually increasing the hold time to 20 or even 30 seconds. Many older adults are surprised by how quickly they improve with consistent practice. Of course, safety comes first. Always keep a support surface within reach. And only after you feel completely comfortable balancing with your eyes open should you consider trying it with your eyes closed, as this adds a much greater challenge. It may seem like a small exercise, but the benefits can be enormous. Because sometimes the difference between a confident step and a dangerous fall comes down to how well your body can balance on a single leg. And the next exercise helps strengthen another critical skill that many older adults begin losing without even realizing it: the ability to move safely from side to side. Exercise number 3 is called the heel-to-toe walk, sometimes known as the tandem walk. And while it may seem like a simple walking drill, it is one of the best exercises for improving coordination, stability, and confidence when you're on your feet. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to walk smoothly and confidently, while others appear hesitant, shuffling, or unsteady? Often, the difference isn't just strength, it's coordination. As we age, the body's ability to coordinate movement can gradually decline. The brain, eyes, inner ears, muscles, and joints must all work together to keep us balanced while walking. When this communication becomes less efficient, even a small obstacle, a change in flooring, or a moment of distraction can increase the risk of stumbling or falling. That's where the heel-to-toe walk comes in. This exercise challenges your balance system in a safe and controlled way by narrowing your base of support. In other words, it teaches your body how to stay stable when balance becomes more demanding. Over time, this can help improve your walking pattern, strengthen your balance reactions, and increase confidence during everyday activities. To perform the exercise, stand near a wall, hallway, or sturdy countertop for support. Place the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other foot, as if you're walking along a straight line or balancing on a narrow beam. Then slowly take a step forward, repeating the same heel-to-toe pattern with each step. Try to keep your eyes focused on a spot several feet ahead of you, rather than looking down at your feet. This helps train the balance systems you use during normal walking. Aim for about 10 steps forward, then carefully turn around and repeat. Performing this exercise once or twice each day can gradually improve both coordination and stability. If 10 steps feels too difficult at first, that's completely normal. Start with 5 or 6 steps and slowly build from there. And always practice in a clear, flat area free of obstacles. If needed, lightly touch the wall or countertop for extra support. The beauty of this exercise is that it doesn't just train your muscles, it trains your brain and body to work together more effectively. And that can make a huge difference when it comes to preventing falls. But balance isn't only about walking in a straight line. The next exercise focuses on another skill many older adults lose over time: the ability to shift weight safely and confidently from one side to the other. Our final exercise may be the simplest one on today's list, but it is also one of the most overlooked. Gentle stretching. Many older adults focus on strength and balance, which are incredibly important. But they often forget about flexibility. And without flexibility, even strong muscles can become tight, stiff, and uncomfortable, making everyday movements more difficult than they need to be. Think about getting out of bed in the morning. Have you ever felt stiff in your legs, ankles, or lower back? Maybe it takes a few minutes before your body feels ready to move normally. That's because muscles and joints naturally lose some flexibility as we age, especially if we spend long periods sitting throughout the day. The good news is that a few simple stretches can help keep your body moving more comfortably while supporting better posture, balance, and mobility. Let's start with the ankle stretch, also known as the foot flex. While sitting or lying down, gently pull your toes toward your shin, then point them away toward the floor. Repeat this movement 10 to 15 times on each foot. This simple exercise improves ankle mobility, which plays a crucial role in balance and walking stability. Next is the seated leg lift. Sit comfortably in a chair and slowly lift one leg while keeping the knee bent. Lower it back down with control and repeat 10 times before switching sides. This movement helps improve mobility and gently activates important muscles used for walking and standing. The final stretch is the straight leg hold. While seated, pull your toes upward, tighten the muscles on the front of your thigh, and slowly straighten your knee. Hold for about 5 seconds before relaxing. Repeat 10 times on each leg. This exercise helps maintain flexibility and strength in the thighs, which are essential for standing, climbing stairs, and maintaining independence. Try performing these stretches once each day, ideally after your strength and balance exercises when your muscles are already warmed up. Remember, flexibility isn't about touching your toes or performing complicated movements. It's about keeping your body comfortable, mobile, and ready for everyday life. And that's what all 6 of today's exercises have been designed to do. Not turn you into an athlete, but help you move with greater confidence, maintain your independence, and reduce your risk of falling as the years go by.